Okay, here we go again for part 2 of Let's Show Off the Feast Day Gifts and Pranks. And now we've shown off Morgan's and shown what hers do. Specific to Alistair, you gotta have them both or you're not going to notice the effect. So, let's give Alistair his gifts. I use that term loosely for the first one. Complete genealogy of the Kings of Ferelden. You can pretty much see why he wouldn't like this if you know the game.
Great. Super. Thanks.
Yeah, notice, yeah. And he also has a Grey Warden hand puppet.
I could get used to this, you know.
And yeah, he could get used to this. So, close. Let him get the scroll out of the way. I'll learn how to do this someday, you know? Okay. I don't think that we have that the Kings of Ferelden show up. I think it's pretty much gone now. Yeah, it's gone. Watch. Have him use the hand puppet.
Yes.
And notice he sits there and plays with it. Like the man-child that he sometimes shows himself to be. Okay. With his out of the way, move on to Zevran. And his, I think, is probably the funniest. A chastity belt. It's Zevran. He gets a chastity belt. It's, yeah. But notice he doesn't say anything. I'm not sure if that's just a bug or glitch or what have you, but he never says anything when I give him that. But you notice he's wearing it. It's already there. But to demonstrate it... No, it's not going to show up. I thought it was supposed to show up, but it doesn't. However, you notice that you get that. The key to his chastity belt in your items. But no, unfortunately that doesn't actually show up on his person. I was kind of hoping it did, but no. But I consider that to be one of the funniest things. Especially since you actually get the key to it, and can use it if you really want to, or don't. But, now that he doesn't like us, let's make him happy.
I shall treasure it. Thank you.
And rare and Teven brandy. So. And you notice once again this one shows up as an item, so he uses it.
Now that is more like it.
Everyone approves, and he gets all that. We'll focus in on him. Notice he has an injury, kind of like Alistair did and like Ogren did, but he gets a +2 bonus to dexterity. At least I think it's +2, I don't remember. But he's standing there in his little loincloth at the moment, his little thong, or whatever you want to call it. But basically, yeah, he gets a bonus to dexterity when he's got the relaxed status. So, not a complete waste, is it? But yeah, he's still wearing his chastity belt. You just can't see it. Okay. Now that I've got those out of the way, I will pick the next victims here. Stin.
Yes.
Then Alistair, Wynn.
Yes.
And Shale.
Yes.
And then I will take Dog out by himself to show you his gift. Okay. So, we'll start with Stin. Good old Stin. What would make him upset? Well, how about this butterfly sword?
Do you expect me to carry this for you?
Yeah, he doesn't like the sword. Especially because I'm going to equip it on him. No, it doesn't show up here. It will show up in a second. Then we will make him happy with the Canary for
I am
Prayer for the
impressed.
Dead.
My thanks.
Yes. That much he likes. Now, take a good look at Sten's sword. That is the butterfly sword. Nice, pretty, sparkly, and attracts butterflies. Pretty good reason why he didn't like it. Even though it is a pretty decent sword, I think it has comparable stats to some of the really good two-hand swords. It just looks gaudy as everything is you can imagine. Let's see, where is he? Yeah, see, it's not a bad sword. 16 damage, pair of slots. Yeah, but low morale and rainbow power. And attracts butterflies. Go figure. But just to show one more thing here. Actually, let me get back in front of him. Okay. Let me go back here. Where is it?
Shokke basit isra, marade starit, merade twasit, abana kyun, maras shokra, ananne sam kyun.
Yeah, it's kind of epic with the butterflies floating around him too, but yeah, he gets to recite one of the Canary prayers for the dead in a little cutscene fashion. Pretty neat, actually, if you ask me. Now, okay, Win, I know you don't like to be reminded of being old, but here, have a cat lady hobble stick.
That is nice. Thank you.
Yeah, she still says thank you, even though she can't stand it. And then an amulet of memories.
A generous gift. Thank you ever so much.
Okay, first, we will have her use the cat lady's hobble stick. And it summons a cat named Fluffykins. Yeah. And it'll stand there for a while, if I remember. Yeah, there it goes. Poof. But yeah, you get to summon cats. They do nothing but stand there and leave at their own will. Kinda like a real cat. Now let's see. And her amulet of memories. This does. See what that shows. And you mouse over. If you don't know who it is, you can mouse over them. But it'll bring up different people from her past. In that case, it was First Enchanter Irving. And let's see if I can get it to bring someone else up. And then Petra. Yeah. Various people you've met throughout the game that have a fairly strong attachment to Wynn's memories. Yeah, they will show up when you use that. So I think those both are kind of nice. So, now, what about you, Shale? What possibly could be considered a prank? What is Shale's least favorite thing? Birds. We have an uncrushable pigeon. Take a very good look. Oh, I gotta continue this in a minute, and we will wrap this up in a few seconds here, folks. Be back in a minute.